Okay guys, so continuing on here, these already have opposites right here. Negative 6y and plus 6y, since they're opposites, I can just move forward adding the equations. The y's will cancel. 5x plus 3x is 8x. Negative 6y plus 6y is 0. Negative 32 plus 48 is 16. Divide, and you will have x equals 2. And then remember, from here it's the same as solving by substitution. In substitution, once I get one of the variables, I would go back, plug into one of the original equations. So solving by elimination, it's only the beginning that's different. It ends the same as substitution. So take the x equals 2, plug it into one of the original equations. So 5 times 2 minus 6y equals negative 32. Solve it. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract 10 both sides. 10's gone. Bring down the negative 6y. Negative 32 minus 10 is negative 42. Divide by negative 6, and you're pretty much done after that because you have x and y. So negative 42 divided by negative 6 is 7. Don't forget, write your answer as x, comma, y. So 2, 7. And I would give it one last thought here. Plug in 3 times 2. Plug into the other equation. 2 for x, 7 for y. 3 times 2 plus 6 times 7. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 plus 42 is 48. So it checks out. Same thing on this one. You already have opposites here. You have the x's are opposites on this one, so the x's will zero out when I add the equations. And whatever I get over here, I'll solve. So negative 3x plus 3x is 0. Don't need that. Negative 3y plus negative 4y is negative 7y. 9 plus 5 is 14. And divide to get that y equals negative 2. Plug that negative 2 into y into either of these original equations. So I'm just going to take the top one. Negative 3x minus 3 times negative 2 equals 9. So negative 3x plus 6 equals 9. Subtract 6 both sides.
Scoot your computer over so you don't get it down.
Negative 3x equals 3. And divide. And x equals negative 1. So again, your final answer, x, comma, y. And I'd want to check that in my equation here. 3 times negative 1 minus 4 times negative 2. So it's going to be, again, 3 times negative 1, that's negative 3, minus 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So negative 3 minus negative 8. And you might want to write this out to check your work, but it does end up being true because negative 3 minus negative 8 is going to be negative 3 plus 8. And negative 3 plus 8 is 5. So it's aka 8 minus 3. So carrying on, this one was in the video from the previous lesson. Here, I don't have opposites, but I can make opposites. I can't make negative 2 the opposite of 7, right? The opposite of 7 would be negative 7. Oh, by the way, we're going to multiply one equation to make opposites. So I can't do that with the x's, but I can do that with the y's. I can make 15. Well, 15 is already there, but I can make this into a negative 15 by multiplying by 3. So that's what I have to do. I need to think about what can I multiply by to make opposites, right? So in this case, I can multiply by 3, and in doing so, I'll make opposites out of the y's. So there's that. And 3 times 7, that's 21x. 3 times the minus 5, that's minus 15y. And then 3 times 17 is 51. So I'm going to rewrite the top equation now. Negative 2x plus 15y equals negative 32. And now that I have opposites on my y's, I can solve this 20. And you guys were theoretically adding the equations, right? But 21 plus negative 2 is aka 21 minus 2. So even though sometimes I say I'm adding, like I still think of it as subtracting depending on the sign. So 21 plus negative 2 is aka 21 minus 2, so that's 19x. The y's negative 15 plus 15 will be 0. 51 minus 32 will leave us with 19, and that'll be nice and easy to work out. Right? Divide by 19, get x equals 1. And if x equals 1, I can plug that into one of those original equations to get y. So take the top one, negative 2 times 1 plus 15y equals negative 32. Multiplied again, negative 2. Add 2 to both sides. So do that. 2 cancels, bring down the 15y, negative 32 plus 2 is negative 30, divide by 15, and you will have y equals negative 2. Write your answer as x comma y, and I would check it here. 7 times 1 minus 5 times negative 2. 7 times 1 is 7, 5 times negative 2 is negative 10, but remember it's minus negative 10, so 7 minus negative 10 is aka 7 plus 10, which is 17. So there's that one, and I think that'll be good for today.